you need to stop exercising. Wait, what? I mean, I knew it was coming, but my first thought was, oh, hell no. I loved exercising. I thought I needed it. I thought it kept me in control. But the truth, I was compulsively working out every single day, no matter what. Pain, push through. Sick, didn't stop. Exhausted, injured, kept going. I was literally destroying my body in the name of discipline. When I entered residential treatment, everything changed. Exercise was completely banned, and not just that, they even made me walk slower. I'm naturally a speed walker, and they caught on quickly. I'd be cruising down the hallway, and someone would call out, "Slow down." It honestly felt like when I was a kid, when you're at the pool and your parents yell at you for running because they're convinced you're about to bite it on the slippery tile. But here's the thing, they weren't being dramatic. My body was in rough shape. I was in a hypermetabolic state. My system was burning through everything I ate. Exercise was not helping me. It was hurting me. And beyond the physical toll, there was something deeper. I was addicted to exercise. I didn't know how to stop, and putting on the brakes was exactly what I needed. Some girls in treatment, they were sneaky. Secret squats in their rooms, sneaking out to run or power walk around the property. I wanted to join them, believe me, but I reminded myself I am here for a reason, and weirdly enough, I had this thought. Maybe if I don't work out, I won't be in pain for once. That could be nice. In the treatment center, not exercising was honestly kind of easy. There were eyes on us 24/7, everything we needed was handed to us, and there wasn't really much of a need to move. And then I checked myself out. Enter PHP, virtual outpatient treatment. Same rules, no workouts, no walks, no grocery trips, no dog walking. They were like, we want you to do nothing but eat and rest. I got it. I'd been abusing my body with restriction and over-exercising for over 20 years. It was time to finally let my body recover. But so much easier said than done. Now I was home. No one was watching me. It was all on me. And I struggled hard, especially when weight started coming on. I kept asking, can I just take like a 10-minute walk? Please. I missed it. I craved it. Working out wasn't just a habit. It made me feel safe. But my team kept saying, you are not ready. Because exercise wasn't about health. It was a form of purging. For over decades, I had worked out so I could eat. Now, just eating and resting, it felt like torture. And to top it off, my husband was still out there living his best fitness life, running every morning, hitting the gym, being all strong and sweaty. There I was on the couch, kind of jealous. But I did not say anything. He wasn't sick. He didn't need to stop doing what he loved. For me, I wasn't allowed to exercise for almost 3 whole months. And let me tell you, it freaking killed me. So let's be real, I mostly followed the rules. Okay, I did do my own grocery shopping more than a few times and occasionally took the dog out, but 0 workouts. And all I could think was, how much muscle am I losing? I've worked so hard for this body. Am I really just giving it all up? I had spent 25 years maintaining the same frame day in and out, and now it was slipping away. But deep down, I knew I had to let it go. Did I even love my workouts? If I'm being honest, no. I dreaded that 5:30 a.m. alarm. I was doing multiple workouts a day. 80% of it was cardio, and I could barely function. I wasn't eating enough, my body was screaming at me, and I was in constant pain. So yeah, it was actually kind of freeing. It was like someone finally gave me permission to just stop. Not just permission, a mandate. And my body and my mind needed it. Now let's fast forward. This is what you came for. How did I reintroduce exercise during recovery? So just under those 3 months into rest, I was a few pounds away from my set point weight. And that's when I asked again, can I start maybe just yoga? My dietitian, she was the gatekeeper. Her rule was, as long as I kept gaining weight and I wasn't trying to shrink my body, then yes, I could start adding gentle movement. So excited. I began with 10-minute yoga sessions a few days a week. Yoga was not my favorite. It felt so slow, but that's exactly why it was the right place to start. It wasn't about fast-paced calorie burns anymore. I still needed to gain weight, but I really needed movement again. So I started working on accepting my new body as well. I wore shorts, which was terrifying, and a t-shirt. I stood in front of the mirror and I did yoga. It was uncomfortable, painful. I looked so different than I had just a few months ago, but every time I showed up, I kept looking. This was a new me, and I needed to make peace with her. A few weeks later, I started walking just slowly on the weekends with my husband. We'd walk 10, 20 minutes sometimes just to grab a sweet treat and a coffee, maybe from Panera or Big B. And after several weeks of that, I started lifting again, just 10 to 15 minutes, 3 days a week. It kind of sucked. I did lose a lot of strength, but it did come back faster than I expected. Now, a year and a few months later, I have found my rhythm. I lift, do Pilates, yoga, stretch, mobility. I mix it up every week. And it's not about punishment, not about calories burned. It's not about earning my food. It's about health and strength, joy, maintenance. And guess what else? At 43, I reintroduced adult gymnastics. Yep, I am flipping around and swinging on uneven bars at the gym, and I am loving every second of it. Because that is the point. Do what you love. Don't move because your Apple Watch tells you to. If you've been cleared to work out or you've already started, do a little check-in with yourself. Why do you want to exercise? Is it to try to burn calories? Are you making up for missed time? Do you work out even when your body's saying no? Do you dread your workouts but still force yourself to do them? Are you kind of jealous when others are working out and you haven't? If you've answered yes to any of those, these are red flags. You might not be ready, or you might need to just slow it down. Only you can really know, but those were my signs that I needed to rest and recalibrate. This is just my experience, not medical advice, but I hope it helps. Exercise should light you up, not wear you down. Movement should make you happy and not feel like a punishment. Recovery isn't the end of your strength story. It's just the start of finally doing what brings you joy. If you're watching this, I am so proud of you. Choosing not to jump back into working out takes strength, and it shows the commitment you are making for yourself. If you're watching this to help someone else, thank you. It means the world that you are looking out for someone you care about. Keep showing up. Keep listening to your body. And remember, healing is so hard, but you are doing it. And hey, check out my other videos. They are all about helping you, supporting others through their recovery. You've got this. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.